Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salam rasulillah, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Brother Gabriel Romaani from ISLAMIC. Again, we're taking your questions, but before we do that, another amazing question today. Please check out our descriptions, our links, and support this work. Your contribution to our dawah can really push this program ahead. Share these videos with everyone, and inshallah, benefit everyone, inshallah. Today says, I've come across many parents who give their children mobile phones at every young age, and then they don't know what to do when their child's mind gets corrupted by social media. I know many sisters whose daughters took off their hijab and now wear makeup and post on social media and are attracting a lot of boys who just want to use them to fulfill their sexual desires. These are young girls, age 14, 15, 16. The girls don't understand this and continue. Well, first and foremost, we've discussed the influences of social media on young men and women. There's also a huge correlation between the usage of screen and addiction and dopamine levels, the screen and the lack of sleep that brothers and sisters get at night, screen and focus, screen usage and ADHD, which can affect you on so many different levels, including your education, including your salah, including just your presence and awareness in your surrounding, your family. But for children to understand this, you don't expect a 14-year-old, 13-year-old, even younger, they come to get addicted to screens, that they're going to somehow read the science behind it, or they're going to come to the realization that this is wrong for me. You have to understand, entertainment is very, very stimulating. It's very attractive. And you have that compared to your parents telling you this is haram, this is not permissible, you just stay in the house, you just don't do this, don't do that. There's no halal alternatives a lot of times. So what do you expect? I'm not saying that this justifies. I want people to understand why things happen. It doesn't mean when we discuss these things that these things are justified. There's a difference between understanding the background of the sin, of the fitna, of the problems that we're facing, versus actually doing them or justifying them. Even if your child doesn't have a phone, they're going to school or they're going outside, friends, some kind of social gathering, someone is going to have that. Someone is going to be conditioned by that. It's almost impossible to escape it today. They will be angry. How come I don't get to have a phone? My friends have it. Look at these families. They're Muslim. She's wearing hijab. She's having a phone. Why can't I? Why are you guys being so strict? We are in a very difficult time. We're competing with so many different fitan. So don't expect a young boy or girl to really understand this. It's really the parents' role from a very young age to educate the children about the dangers of this. It's the imams. It's the teachers at school, the school principals. Our communities, sadly, have failed in raising awareness and doing the educational part of preemptive education, I might add. If we were to continuously speak about the dangers of social media, of using phones, addiction, pornography comes from these phones, from social media. People who report being addicted to pornography, they say that they started by just very light things, seeing things here and there on Instagram, on social media, click, 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 boom. But we don't talk about these things. We don't educate people. We keep talking about all kinds of other be nice here, be polite, as opposed to targeting real problems. I believe if we were to get at this earlier, when things were just building, happening, I think we would have avoided a lot of problems. Right now, as this question said, a lot of the parents are confused. They don't know what to do. Their daughters are taking off their hijab. Their boys are chasing girls, boys, I don't know, both. These days, you don't know. And parents are in a constant state of fear and confusion as to what to do. They don't know what to do. So damage control is very difficult. Preemptive measures are much easier. Education is preemptive. Educate your children early about the dangers of these things. Talk to them. Be open. Don't consider it taboo in your culture and whatnot. talk about it in a respectful manner, and show them the damaging effects. Be supportive, be friendly with them, let them be able to approach you and to be able to talk to you about these things. And I believe that if all of us in our communities do our part, then inshallah we can raise a generation that will be safe or be able to defend themselves against the fitna of these mobile phones, these influencers and social media propaganda that they're faced with every single day. Barakallahu fikum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.